Let's return to the castle. Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous. I'd imagine one would never tire of this place. Salvation and the Knight's Champion. The capital swirls within the ruins.
I see little evidence of the Dogma.
I've detailed our nearest estimate of their meeting place. Above all, see that you are not discovered.
Talk of this ilk oft ends in difficult choices.
A moment, sir. I'm named Gabriel. I serve under Sir Dario, captain at the Stone of the... I see the captain was correct in surmising you would possess that letter. 'Tis a missive Chamberlain Fiedel asked you to retrieve. Pray do not lend credence to that fox's lies. He's a man drunk on ambition. He plans to win the Duke's trust by spreading lies of sedition, happily shedding the blood of faithful men in the... But even that is but a preamble. Giving him cause to meet with the Duke in private is as good as lending him your dagger. Sir Dario is determined to see Fiedel's trait. Allow me to bring the letter to Sir Dario, as none know of it. All I've heard of you suggests, so be it then. Sir Dario was sure you would hear sense. It would seem even his judge. I'll not pursue the matter further. I dearly hope this mistake does not bear you bitter fruit in time. Pray.
Still no sign of the letter, then? Your reputation suggests a more expedient hand. I'll know not to expect overmuch from the Arisen in the future.
That seal. You've found the letter, and the seal is yet unbroken. Good. Its contents remain a secret. I shall give it to His Grace myself at the earliest chance. You are a wonder, sir. I shall see that you are properly rewarded for the...
Our map bears the location of Salvation's meeting place. She
Well
seemed
met, sir.
happier than...
I've detailed on above all.
Well met, sir.
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous. Rumor has it, Salvation works with a man known as the Knight's Champion. We must head to their gathering place. Speak to any pawn, and they will gladly join your service with them.
Well met, sir.
As expected of a residential area, it is much more quiet.
This must be where Salvation meets.
Many's the person comes to drink here.
I see you're hard at work on it, truly. Even in these dire... As long that makes tis work well.
Well met, sir.
There's a barber shop. Ought we adjust our inventory?
I hear an Adi. Have you? What will it be today? Understood.
Here we can rest, manage inventory and skills, and so on.
We near our destination. Tread quietly.
What do you make of this new plan the High Conclave's crafted? I know the aim's to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive. Talk is those walking bones have slain 3 of our own, and we're to let such creatures roam the roads.
Aye, if we're so ordered. The rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention. I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I thought. 'Tis time to send word to the others. Come, no more doubts, brother. You're to begin work under the Conclave soon, no?
Aye, I'm bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was surprised at the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me. I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
Let us approach one of them, or tail them a while.
Patrons off post work notices in the ale house.
You! How long were you there? What did you hear? I'll not hang for salvation. It was only a way to earn some coin in the first... They pay a tidy sum for finding new believers and sending them onto the Conclave, though I suppose my hand in that ends today. Let's be civil here, friend. We're not enemies, you and I. Surely we can strike like, say, I give you a special bit of merchandise in return for a stack of... Well, hold here. The key. Do as you please with it.
This wins us entry into the catacombs' depths. Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous.
A fellow. Just have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again soon. Just a... Have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be to have your pick? Come again?
Grand Sword, the beating heart of all Grances. This road will see us to the capital. Leave it to me. I'll go at once.
I've come to feel more at peace when the capital is in sight.
Here I go! I'm on my way. Here, Master! The undead! It hates fire! It's weak to fire!
Castle walls? Ruins of South. That was a waste of time.
It seems
We kept
we've won.
foes
We
unawares.
have triumphed.
The first strike is ours to take.
This way, Arisen. Sorcery!
You are Arisen.
After they strike!
We will protect you, Arisen. The attack is quick success.
We have triumphed. Is overrun with brigands. Stay wary, even on the roads. It seems we've won. Holds like this one are crucial in warding the capital from monsters. We'll find a vantage to fire down on our foes from atop the wall. This way, Arisen. The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination. Stray from the roads and we'll soon find monsters, Arisen. This must have been built ages ago. A wolf will serve as a fine lantern. Skeleton! This way, Arisen. Human
That was a waste of time.
It seems we've won.
Skeleton! A skeleton comes!
Strike with holy light! The monsters that lurk here keep this path all but deserted. May this light be your end!
way we could have lost
It seems we've won.
Before setting off, we ought to equip ourselves to suit our objectives. I'll imbue your weapon with holy light!
Hobgoblin. He's a formidable foe.
Arisen are mine. No way
We triumphed.
that.
Very well.
What's that? What's this?
Few come to offer prayers for those who rest here in the catacombs. We must find the one controlling the skeletons! The crypt was fashioned ages ago, before the faith came to Francis. It leads down below. The structure is built from a natural cavern. It is half a labyrinth inside, and crumbles here and there with age what's more. It is a lost place. But still these vermin come. No honest business going now in such a place.
I wonder what's inside.
I'm on my way.
On deck!
I'll go at once.
To judge from the beat.
I haven't spoken a word. Not a word, I swear it. You must believe me. I've no idea that was the Arisen. How could I? Please.
I'll split it open with fire!
Gas?
There's no way we could have lost that.
Combat needn't be grueling. I'll take that. If the party needs adjusting, adjust it.
I hear hear a man's voice.
You! 'Tis not over with them, fool! Hurry and find the one controlling them further on! Go and...
The smell of death
take that.
is heavy here.
There's no way we could have lost to that.
With holy light! I have been badly cursed.
If we kill it now, we needn't spill a drop of our own blood. A monster stalks the passage ahead.
I'll take that.
Be ready. It comes.
This looks interesting.
An ally's blow will destroy the coast.
Still lights magic.
One at a time.
Are you unharmed, Master?
With holy light!
Arisen, I'm at your side. It seems we've won. We have triumphed. My strength fails me.
This looks interesting.
There's no way we could have lost him.
With holy light!
It seems the door...
Welcome, Arisen. 'Tis an honor to have you come so far to meet us. You here seeking the source of the skeletons? Or have you just come to rid us of a few traitors? My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come. You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks.
Maintain a careful distance!
First strike shall be mine.
Numbers arisen.
May this light!
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
Be they man or pawn, 'tis hard. Hello. Yes, Arisen.
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous.
Now, where shall we head? These stairs serve as a...
Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
Well met, sir. The catacombs are cleansed of wrath. The roads, too, are all but free from the skeleton warriors. Documents they left behind shed some light on Salvation's act. It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers. Thought I do not relish. What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly joined believers they were turned from flesh to living bone by some dark art, all as a part of some The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses, even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own, and one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks, Arisen. Are you resting properly? With you?
Arisen, sir, I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. Some would reason. Forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company.
You are to see me for your assent. I speak for His Grace. Pray, make your choice, sir.
No doubt you're aware, the roads are ever more. The threat has only worsened since the dragons come. A company of the land's finest sword hands have been kept. 'Tis no perfect... There's been no end of report. Among them, 'tis not... They stand. I fear this may be...
You are to pray.
You'll need... The creature...
You are... I pray. It seems even a few just...
We'd best ask what the men of the Corps have planned.
Well met, sir.
It is known that griffins hate fire. An ally who can conjure flames will be a great asset.
Stunning structures, are they not? Homes to knights and chamberlains, most like.
Salvation and the Knights Champion. The capital swirls with ill rumors.
Lightning serves little use against griffins. We'll need to brace for lightning if we aim to hunt griffins.
Have you equipped humans? They do make a lot of expressions.
The Duke's men are assembled. Let's hurry to join...
Beg pardon, Arisen. I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking even more curious. When I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were... mad, I beg you.
A mild weather
weather year-round makes Francis well-suited for human life.
I had a feeling you might be our... Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. We'll circle the capital, striking the Griffin as we come upon it. We attack when it sets down. It is nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem. If you still care to join us after hearing all that...
We share these roads with traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and other folk.
Focus. The
Elites
hunt
or
is
no,
afoot.
I'd feel better at ease with a few more men.
Let's begin with that.
Who knows what lies in wait? Let's proceed with caution.
Would it come down if we baited it? We cannot reach it at that height.
Clear your mind of all but the fight.
Seems all roads lead to Grand Soren.
A goblin pack!
Yes, rising monster populations. Hazardous in recent years.
They're a threat when well unified, even in numbers. A weakling is a weakling still.
Keep an eye turned to the shadows.
I only hope we survive the next encounter. Perhaps a goblin might also...
Careful! A goblin!
Make haste!
Considerable advantage.
Strength in numbers.
Considerable advantage. Still, we must fight.
The canyon floor is an apt spot to find ourselves surrounded. I'll go at once. Best be careful.
This looks nothing like where we were before.
Seems a good place. If we let another monster close, the Griffin may think them prey. So this is where we're to meet the beast. We'd best prepare for battle. Let's put the bait out here. Let's use a goblin to bait the Griffin.
Be sure to...
Careful! A goblin!
Are you unharmed, Master?
Did it!
This is a fine place to lie in ambush, Arisen.
It's close. I can feel it.
It comes!
This corpse would serve as bait. Yes,
support crystal, Master.
What meaning do you
To support
suppose those
crystal,
stones hold?
one can reach it from anywhere with the use of a magic item.
Is usually more lively. The stairs ahead lead atop the castle walls.
What? Forget it. I don't care how wealthy he is. I'll never be.
From day to night, this area feels completely different.
No, my mind. Now stop chasing me. Just.
We're like to have dealings with the armorer here for some time to come.
Sarah's like to look out and let's speak to my him. We must seize young Pip as one would have bone, ere he give us the slip.
You don't give up, do you? And I was taught that Arisen were friends of the weak. What does it matter? Even I can, and any who cross Fordham will find work hard to come by. And Father isn't like to stand against one so powerful. Well, so be it. I dare say I won't miss that pigsty though. Now, if there's nothing else...
Now we need only convince Sarah. Patrons oft post work notices in the alehouse. Many's the person comes to drink here, all bearing different tales.
You have the maker's patience, sir, and I thank you for it. Though it twist my heart to breaking, I am my husband's wife in all things. Pray, tell him I will follow.
Sarah and Pip have been persuaded. It is time to see Jasper.
Hear ye, hear ye! His Grace, Duke
Jasper
Evan
won't
has
have left.
Recognize the great feats of the Arisen!
Well met, sir.
Yes, how may I... Aye, we pay tariff on Faunful. Oh, once us gone, does he? I wager it's not so simple a proposition as... I know Faunful's the law on his side, but I'm loath to simply up and go at his command. Beg pardon, sir. I'd not known my wife and child consented. Well then, if my family has no objections, without funding, we've no way to secure new lodging. Nor might you aid us, sir? I know it madness to ask such of the Arisen, yet I've nowhere else. That it comes to this shames me. As my family consents and expenses are covered, I've no call. Fie on Fornival for this. Someday he'll face the Maker and be made to stand for a host of ills. He can purchase the land we trod, but I'll be hung and damned before I give him favor.
We have their consent. Let's bring word. Let's hasten back to Fornival.
Hear ye, hear ye!
Salvation is on the tongues of everyone, from peasant to noble.
Blustering fools just barged in, eh? Just madness. And you there, you're an able sort.
There's time yet afore my trial is decided. Pray, if you see me through this storm, I'll sell to you at cost for the rest of my days. 'Tis a generous offer. Now go, and pray put an end to this farce.
The blustering, just mad. You there,
If you now go.
Someone must know something about this matter. Let's ask around.
Aye?
Who among you has seen the dragon?
I hear an audience. Have you been? Or will it be understood?
Are your travel preparations complete?
Just a... Have you been? Or will it be understood?
Remember to save enough for lodge.
Just a... Have you been? Or will it be understood?
We've time yet before the inquest is set to start.
Just a... Have you been? Or will it be understood?
The verdict draws near. We'd best prepare.
Just a... Have you been? Or will it be understood?
Fornival's inquest will begin soon. Let's deliver our...
Order! I will have order! This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Guilty. Whereas you have deceived your fellow man to sate your avarice, the court sentences you to life imprisonment. This inquest is hereby ended.
Our task is done. Let us report our progress.
We're like to have dealings with the armorer here for some time to come. The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
The guards do have much to worry.
Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
Well met, sir.
Word of Fornival's verdict has come. The inquest ended without event. No thanks.
I will not brook such sloth in the future, sir. Welcome back, sir. Blessed relief, that. 'Tis welcome news, too. You and the others who fought.
Many within the castle praise your bold deed. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray.
It grieves me to report. It was a possession of the Duke's. The band was stolen under heavy watch. But first, you would do well. That ring is a treasure to all Grantis.
Many within the castle, I've more tasks that...
I did. Though she is a knight coming, it does my heart. Alas, my thanks.
take it you've heard. Then you'll know that this task is mine. I'll not be an idle burden on the Duke's hospitality. And surely you've won enough glory. You have my thanks. This matter concerns Lord Julian as well. There is talk of dark happenings at the Stone of the North. Lord Julian's watch. He set out for the hold himself some time ago. But there has been no word since. Someone must go and see what has become of him. I would forbid you from interceding, but you no doubt have your own reasons. I will not stop you from joining me, but neither can I wait.
There's something drawn on the hill. The heart of that grand figure may hold some secret. Were they placed here by men? For some ritual, perhaps? Perhaps the figure serves as a beacon to bring people of a kind together. I sense something nearby. A bird, perhaps, or bigger.
That one!
I leave the weak foes to you.
Arisen.
Quite the eccentric would set up camp out here. Counter after they strike. We have triumphed. This looks interesting. Insolence! We have triumphed. I only hope we survive the next
It hates fire!
That's all.
I only hope we survive the next encounter. Caution, master. Massive beasts prowl this area. These parts are proving a great advantage before.
No time to chat.
Sir Mercedes will be atop the fortifier. We've arrived at the Duke's northern stronghold. Leave this place to us, Arisen. Find Sir Mercedes.
Even the dragon's coming is not enough to unite men's hearts as one.
The best men and the strongest hold and powerless without supplies to live with.
Viper! You colluded with Salvation to work sedition among the Duke's men!
Salvation? You place me in ill company. I'm a man of this world. Fantasies of death and redemption concern me not one whit. Now, legends. Legends stoke up the masses. If Duke Edmund were to best a second dragon, Francis would take the Ascendant. But her neighbors ill want a giant looming at their borders, am I wrong?
Spare me your sophistry! The word neighbor sours on your forky tongue. Our lands have long sworn unstinting aid to any neighbor beset by the dragon.
Unstinting, you say? Tell me then, why has your Lord Father not sent your brother, joined by Hearthstone's finest steel? Why am I speaking instead with a bleating she-goat mocked even by her own men?
You will retract those words, sir!
Else suffer what consequence?
Else I shall wash my honor clean in your blood!
And you? You will play her second? I would welcome the challenge.
Stay out of this! He's made an open mockery of me and my homeland! I had thought, nay trusted you were above the base treasons of Salvation's like. The Knight's champion. An oathbreaker of your ilk is champion to no man, Julian.
Salvation? Damns a lot of them. And their idle talk of destruction and redemption. They were convenient to my purpose, nothing more. The day of Edmund Dragonsbane is past. He will not slay another worm. So what cause is served by sending men to die for his pleasure? The swift death of Francis is the greatest mercy to her neighbors.
And what of those of this land who will die for your peace? Will you stand idly by while a people lose their land, their very lives to a plague of beasts? You are no knight, villain!
Pray, think of the morrow. The dragon will come again. To your homeland, and to mine. Who shall stand against it then, if we are spent, all of us, for having held to some ancient path? What is gained by all our deaths? Naught, I say, and naught would say your Lord Father.
How dare you, sir! I will not suffer such slander!
You know it to be true. Has he sent his finest blades? A general fit to lead them? No, he sent an ornament, so she may laugh. You owe the Arisen a debt of thanks, woman. Your she-goat's pride is lost, but you've kept your head.
I must make a pitiable sight. I knew. I am a meager choice to send us aid. I know it well.
Slain by your hand, and brought back as well. Such utter defeat ill leaves room for argument. I shall return to the capital and place myself at the mercy of the court. They will have my confession and my head, should they wish it. And you shall have the glory, sir. Why not? I've no design on running. Even as I am, I've still some semblance of pride. I leave you with a word of warning. The revolt was but a diversion. The killing blow will be delivered elsewhere. Pay heed, sir.
I must make a pitiable sight. I knew. I am a meager choice to send as aid. Still, I fear I put on a shameful display. Lord Julian had the truth of it, every word. I am weak. I serve no purpose here, save as hollow homage to an empty pact. Aids in name only. Hearthstone or Grancis, there's not a man in either who expected anything else of me. I knew it well enough, tasted it on every breath I drew. Yet still, I fancied myself a knight. Arisen. I will return to Hearthstone. Not to lick my wounds, but to petition my Lord Father that Grancis people receive true aid. I will not send you to meet the dragon with their fates weighing upon you. After, I shall return here, to aid you however I may. I am a fool. Pray, accept this token. I haven't much to give, but it would please me to know it provided you some small comfort on your journey. I cannot hope to grow strong overnight, but I will return a woman able to... Until then, I cannot hope until...
What meaning do you suppose those to support, Crystal Master? This is a place quite restful to my kind. Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead. These stairs serve as a useful route in their own right.
Well met.
Julian said he intended to give himself over to the Duke.
As
It seems the Stone of the North stands quiet once again. 'Twas an ill surprise indeed to find salvation's reach extend so deep within our ranks. 'Tis a testament to the rising fear within the people's hearts. We must be vigilant against such corruption, lest the duchy rot away afore the dragon.
Many within the castle praise your book. I've more tasks that require your... In that, the weight of...
Good Aldous told me there's been sign of thieving, even should they escape sight. The castle's construction hinders all who do not know it. Our villain had a guide, or had some occasion to grow familiar with the...
I heard a report of an unfamiliar man seen within the castle. They say he had the look of that sorcerer.
If there's talk of a sorcerer, it'll be... I'd hoped we were rid of that rat for good. I do not relish them, but the pilfered ring does bear a strong magical affinity. It is the sort of bauble Solomet would covet.
Salamet. 'Tis a name that calls up bitter. Time was the Duke held a council of magic scholars here in Gran Sorin, tasked with ensorceling grimoires and trinkets. Salamet sat at the head of the council. His genius was unmatched, save by his ambition. Once their research bore fruit, Salamet betrayed his grace and fled with the findings. He disappeared, leaving the corpses of his fellow scholars in his wake. I know not by what design he would reveal himself now. Perhaps aught about this ring.
Many within the castle praise your bold deed. I've more tasks that, in that case, the weight of duty.
Let's hear from some others. Surely someone witnessed Salamet fleeing. Someone must know of this Salamet.
Well met, sir.
A sorcerer, eh? No, wait. There is rumor going around of a queerly dressed man. More than his dress is odd if he's hanging round.
Salamet is an infamous archmage. He's oft been seen in the ancient forum. Someone must know something about this matter. Let's ask around. Stunning structures, are they not? Homes to knights and chamberlains, most like. Seems this is where the merchants live. Do have much to worry. There are two ways into the quarry.
capital is not without its dangers. Best we remain cautious. The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination. Strafe. Yes, Arisen. Yes, Arisen. The roads are safer than the brush, but still, we'd best stay wary. Seems fairly shallow. I wonder what's inside.
Lost for that.
Strength in numbers, Arisen. I only hope we survive the next encounter. Careful! A goblin! 'Tis easy to slip on an incline this steep, Master. Watch your step. Arisen, I'm at your the Arisen am I. Even in numbers, a weakness of all things.
To judge distance when facing foes across such open plains.
Whoop! Halt in packs! Out of the way!
Agreed. Must be
I'll
done.
go at once. Hold on! I'll be there shortly! It's ice and fire both!
Oh, hello. I've need to travel. This spot, 'tis a fine way, but I use...
Quarry is a spot well suited to hide in.